Let's go.
Jayden, I saw your mom in the pregame, and she said, hey, my boy's going to win LFG Player of the Game today. And I said, you know what? At home, I'm never betting against him. Congratulations. What a great win today. How'd you feel after coming off that kind of a little bit of a slow start?
Man, you know how it is. Week one, we didn't play our best. We played sloppy. You got to get all the week one jitters out. But, you know, we executed enough to get a win.
Yeah, you sure did. You got some guys that maybe the Commanders fans haven't been as familiar with. Deebo Samuel, you found him. It looked like you got a great connection with him. How'd it feel being out there with him in the huddle today?
Man, it felt great. He's just another weapon to our offense, and just get him the ball, handle the ball, get him the ball in space, and he makes a lot of good things happen.
And your rookie running back, kind of breaking one there in the fourth quarter. Bill, everyone calls him Bill. He looked pretty good out there. You got rid of Robinson. He stepped in, did an incredible job.
He did his thing. I'm super happy for him. I can't be mad at him even though I want to in that situation to stay in bounds and burn the clock, but that's things he got to learn. But I'm super happy for how hard he ran, great cuts, and I'm just super pumped for him.
Yeah, it was a great win by you guys. And last question, that defensive line of yours today was awesome. What's it like being on that sideline, watching those guys pressure Russ like they did all day long?
Man, I'm finally glad they got to rush against somebody else other than me. So I'm super happy that the guys been getting after all camp, and to go out here and show it like that in that fashion, man, super pumped for them.
Yeah, great job, Jayden. Keep it going, my man. Hopefully we see you back here next time we got you. 22 carries, 88 yards. I've watched this Chiefs team at Arrowhead for a long time, and to come in here and win that game, I know how hard it is. You played them 2 times. Are you the secret weapon versus the Chiefs, 2-0? Tell me about that.
I wouldn't say I'm the secret weapon. They definitely make me earn every single yard, but to come in this environment, this was my first time playing Arrowhead. You gotta give respect. It was an awesome environment. It was a fun game, tough game, and the mindset was whatever it takes, come out here and get a win, and we did that as a team. Yeah,
and certainly coming off last year's Super Bowl performance, you knew that it was gonna be one of those grinded out games. How great was this atmosphere for you in a week 2 game to feel like it was almost like a postseason game here in week 2?
Yeah, it's rare to have a postseason feel in week 2. We're used to that at the link, but to be able to come here in Arrowhead and experience this environment, like I said, shout out to the fans here. They did a great job. Shout out to the Eagles fans who all showed up. But most importantly, we knew it was going to be a dogfight, and we came to fight, and we got the win.
Yeah, you guys fought hard. And I'll tell you, fought hard and made a great play is the rookie safety, Makuba. The pick, runs it back 45 yards. What were you doing when you saw that? Did you lose your mind? That was an incredible play from the young first-year player.
Of course, I was losing my mind. Maybe I got to teach him a little bit how to take it to the house. But it was a hell of a play. And, you know, we trust our defense. The motto is they were making plays, bend, don't break. And you just sense a turnover was going to happen. And I don't know who popped it up, but I think maybe Coop made a big play there, and Drew picked it off and, you know, kind of turned the game around for us.
Yeah, you got to teach him how to make an offensive tackle miss in the open field. You would never get tackled by an offensive tackle.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give him some stuff in the locker room for getting tackled by an offensive lineman.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations. Enjoy your flight home. Great start, 2-0. We'll see you soon. Your most productive passing game of your young career, 142 rating. How much are you improving in your mind, seeing the entire field within this Ben Johnson system that is only 3 weeks old for you?
Yeah, I think it's all the hard work that we all put in, and myself included. The footwork, having my eyes in the right spot, being able to see the defense and have an idea, you know, pre-snap, and then, you know, the linemen and things like that protecting me. I didn't get sacked today or nothing like that. You know, and the guys being out there making plays on the edge.
Talking about a lot of guys making plays. 8 different guys caught the ball. You spread the ball around so well, just finding open receivers down after down. How much you have trust, and how much trust is there in this entire skill group that we talked about on Friday?
Yeah, a lot of trust. I mean, all the hard work that we put in, you know, throughout OTAs, training camp, and, you know, still this week, last week, the week before, preparing for each game that we go out here and we try and execute these plays that, you know, Ben and the coaches are drawing up for us. And the ultimate trust is within those guys, the other 10 guys on the field. It makes me to be able to go out there and be able to play a clean game, easy, you know, completions, being able to get the ball in their hands and, you know, be able to go out there and execute the plays. And obviously we got the big shots when times are there to take them.
Thinking about Ben Johnson, how cool is it to get him his first win here as a head coach? against America's team. Has he smiled or cracked a smile yet? Have you seen that today?
He cracked one smile. He cracked one smile towards the end of the game. But, you know, he's a tough coach. You know, he's mentally tough. He's tough on us. And we appreciate that. I know it's going to be some, as you know, even if you win, the film is not as good as you think. And, you know, when you lose, the film is not as bad as you think. So we're going to go in there. We're going to try and fix everything we need to fix to be able to go out here next week and do it again.
Yeah, it looked pretty good today. Congratulations. Enjoy it. I know it turns around next week quickly, but congrats on a great performance today.
Yeah, appreciate it, Tom.
The standout all-pro middle linebacker, incredible day by you, bunch of tackles. How you feeling today, first of all, after playing in this 100-degree heat down here in Florida?
Yeah, I'm beat. I'm tired. It's hot. Can't wait to get on that plane and head home.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of hydration on the way up, and you guys are probably pretty happy you don't have to come down here for a while. But tell me about that strip sack that helped stop the Bucs drive early in the first half. It looked like it clipped off your heels. You guys almost got on it. That would have been a huge turnover in the game.
Yeah, it's tough to bring that guy down. They got a great quarterback over there, very mobile. Tough to bring him down, especially when you're coming full speed. But I just threw a leg out there, and I don't know how I got the fumble.
It all worked. Use any part of your body that can get on him. Good job. And tell me something about this defense. What we saw all day today was this incredibly gifted tackling unit between Quinyon, Cooper DeJean, you, the defensive line. How does that tackling and the way that Coach Fangio teaches it impact the game every single week like it did today?
Yeah, it's just playing team defense, honestly. We know that. We never got a solo tackle. There's no such thing as an open field tackle. You always got someone there in the vice with you, whether it's the nickel, the safety, the corner, my linebacker friend, or the D-line chasing it from the backside. So you're never alone in this defense, and we count on each other every time.
Yeah, the more the merrier. It looked great today. Congratulations on another great win, 4-0. It's got to feel great. Enjoy the flight home, my man. Another great win by you.
Thanks, Tom.
2 touchdowns today. You had a season-high 111 yards just on the ground. That doesn't even count you catching balls out of the backfield. How much does this day give you confidence here in the second quarter of the season?
It definitely gives me a lot of confidence. I want to say thanks to God, my teammates, my family for just being with me the whole way. So it definitely gives me a lot of confidence.
Yeah, they sure do. We all have these unique journeys to the NFL, and you bounced around a few college teams, a 7th-round pick this year. But tell me, how's it feel to have a great home here in Washington?
It feels amazing. I'm so thankful for this organization for believing in me, for trusting me, and I'm so thankful and just excited to be here.
Yeah, just take advantage of those opportunities. And my last question, and we talk all game, and we use your name Bill up here so often in the booth, but we know it's from a cartoon, Little Bill, and that was your childhood haircut. Do you hear chants down on the field from all the Commanders fans saying, Bill, 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 when you're out there on the field?
I definitely hear them, and I love it, and I'm so thankful that they support me, and it just made me want to give my all to them.
Yeah, you're doing that, my man. Keep up the great work. You're off to such a great start this year. Keep it going. Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate you, Tom. It's an honor to talk to you.
Same here, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. You're the LFG player of the game. You had a career-high 17 tackles today, 14 last week against the Niners. But the biggest one today was on that goal line stand before halftime. Tell me about that play.
Yeah, what a stop by our guys, really buckling up there. That's the pride of a defense right there, how you play goal line, and we rose up to the occasion. Way to set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you guys sure did. You set the tone so physically well all day. And you came from Zimbabwe. That's a long ways away. Your dad played professional rugby. Does that influence your tackling style at all? What's a scrum for us, all of us Americans who aren't used to that?
Yeah, it definitely does. Something that we worked on growing up. I played rugby in high school, and just something that he taught me, and something I've worked on since being a kid and playing this game for so long.
Yeah, keep making it happen. And Kevin, my partner, and I, we had a fun time up here calling you Landman, but we said no. The name is Landman from here on out. That's how we're going with your last name. Do you prefer that, or do you want something different?
It goes back and forth. I don't mind it. I like the Landman. That's what they call me around here. So I love it. I'm rolling with it.
All right, you're the Landman to us. Congratulations. Great win on the road. We'll see you soon. I know we talked to you earlier in the week, and you said my confidence is sky high. Why was it so sky high coming into this game?
Yeah, just the work that I put into this, going back personally to the offseason, but then as a team from the spring in a training camp. Then when you've got two pass catchers like CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, understanding CeeDee was going to be back tonight, it was a great week of practice. We came out here and we celebrated and had a great time on the field, and that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, there were so many smiles going around. I know that's such a great feeling, and I heard something this week that was another great feeling I had. We talked to Dan Quinn, and we said, in the time you were at Dallas, you were there with Dak. Tell us about his leadership. And he said, you know what, Tommy? We wanted to win for Dak. How do you feel when you have that type of respect from your coaches and now a coach that's on an opposing team?
Yeah, I mean, I'm honored. Coming to work every day, and I try to be consistent, try to be the best player, the best man that I can be. And when you get a respect from a guy like DQ, somebody that's a friend, loved our time together, and it was awesome just to compete against him for the first time in some years, and Joe Wedd, and then a bunch of those guys on that team were teammates. So it makes it fun, part of getting older in the league. So I'm looking forward to more of it.
Yeah, you're certainly one up on them. It's a huge win for you guys. Commanders have been a tough team to beat. But how can you use this victory today to kind of propel you guys forward as you go down into a little tougher part of your schedule?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great complimentary win. I think that's what we got to take from it. First and foremost, defense did a good job, created turnovers, got a touchdown, and then we were able to just stack points. I mean, we had a little lull right there in the second quarter before we got that last touchdown. That little frustrated, right? Because we weren't playing to our standard. But when we played to what we're capable of doing, we're going to be a very, very tough team to beat.
Yeah, you keep throwing the ball as accurately as you did, and you keep feeding that open guy, you're going to be tough to beat. Way to go. Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Jaylen, congratulations, LFG player of the game. 4 touchdown performance by you, and you were missing your top wideout, A.J. Brown. How do you feel about the other guys and how they stepped up? Dotson, obviously Goddard, and Devontae in the pass game today for you?
Yeah, well, I think more importantly, we were able to run the ball, almost running for about 300 yards. That allowed us to play efficient in the pass game. We still got things out there that we want to take advantage of and play a little cleaner, but those guys stepped up in a big way. DeJean, that's a hell of a catch to kind of put a dagger in the game. Smitty taking advantage of his opportunities. Those guys just being in the right spots and doing what we prepared to do. So a lot of love for those guys for the way they prepared for this week.
Yeah, and you've had great chemistry with all those guys, and you're finding your one-on-one matchups. You could just deal and play point guard. In a game, you know, you played them in week 6, 2 weeks ago. In the Meadowlands, game didn't go the way you wanted. Today, completely dominant performance. Is that what you guys expected?
Yeah, well, we wanted to come out here and play our brand of football, and that looks different from week to week, but, you know, as well as anyone, it's about winning. And so coming out here being efficient, tried to stay ahead of the sticks, capitalize in situational football, win that, and then be good on third down. And so everybody did a really good job today, and we just want to continue to improve off of that.
Yeah, you certainly know how to win, that's for sure. And even when everyone, you know, coming off 2 losses and you guys go to Denver, excuse me, two tough losses, you guys come back and won in Minnesota last week, and today people think, oh, they're struggling, but you're like, no, we ain't struggling. 6-2 going to the bye week. What kind of confidence does that give you guys?
Well, I like it that way. I like it that way.
Yeah.
I just smile and accept the challenge that comes. And got a great team. We got great guys with great competitive character, and we just want to continue to build.
Yeah, well, you're doing it, man. Congratulations. Enjoy the bye week, and we will see you down the road.
There we go.
J.J. McCarthy, great performance by you guys coming on the road. What is it about the state of Michigan where you're able to come in here and perform like the way you do?
You know, it's a great state, and there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in this state.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's always great seeing the old fans and the old relationships that you kind of continue along the way. And, you know, it's just a great atmosphere. The crowd was electric, and we definitely fed off that tonight.
Yeah, they sure were. You guys did so many things to kind of stunt their momentum in special teams. But how did you feel missing the last 5 games, coming out here? How did you find your rhythm here early in the first half? I thought it was a great first half you played.
I really appreciate it. It was all about just, you know, focusing on the little things, focusing on the things I can control. The procedure in and out of the huddle, the procedure at the line of scrimmage. How's my footwork? How's the decision making, the ball security? All those little things just prevent all the anxiety and nerves, because I just get to go out there and focus on, you know, the things I can control and, you know, see what happens at the end of this thing, and turned out our way.
Yeah, you did a great job in the last throw of the game sealing first down to Naylor on the sideline. Just talk me through that throw and the decision to make such a great throw.
I saw Speedy was one-on-one, and it was a matter of time for him to get that moment, and I knew he was ready for it, so I just popped it up for him and let him do the rest. The offensive line did a tremendous job blocking, and Coach O'Connell called a great play. So just tremendous, respect and honored that he trusted me in that moment, and we got it done. So, yeah, it was great.
Great job. You guys are back to 500, resets the whole division. Congratulations. Enjoy the flight home.
Thank you so much, Tom. Appreciate it.
Let's go! LFG player of the game, man. You did it all today. Sidearm throws, no looks. I saw the TikTok dance. The rhythm is so hard to find in the NFL, but how have you and Coach McVay managed to find it so sustainable?
Yeah, it's been great. We've been mixing personnels, doing a great job of that, getting in and out of 13, 11, 12, all of it. And when we can do that, I feel really comfortable. Our guys are making plays. I'm just happy to be a part of it, man. It's so much fun when you get to go out there and orchestrate drive and you're in and out of personnels, 13, 11, 12, whatever it is. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. And I know we talked to you earlier this week and you said, last year kind of down the stretch, a little bit banged up, but you knew one style of play that you knew how to play. Rather than manage the game, you wanted to go out there and dictate the action. Today it looks so aggressive, even 21-point leads. You guys are play action passing, trying to throw the ball down the field. Is that how it's going to be the rest of the year for you guys?
Yeah, that's a recipe for success for us. So we've done a nice job of that. Our guys up front have done a hell of a job protecting, and we got guys on the outside that can make plays. Both Devontae and Puka had great games today, and all of our tight ends. And when they're dropping out of there, checking it down to our backs who are getting a bunch of yards as well. So it's been a lot of fun for us. Yeah, it sure is. You guys played phenomenal today. You spread it around like you said. One question as you go forward, my last one today, where can you guys improve? From our standpoint, it looks like everything you're firing on all cylinders. How do you feel? Yeah, I think we can get better a little bit on third down. I missed one today. I had Ferg on a chance to be a big one. They had really no post player in the back of the in the back of the defense. So all those you want back, but I think you just continue to lean into trying to not turn the ball over, be explosive, be efficient, score in the red zone, do all those kind of things, and just continue to get better and better in all those phases. It should be good for us. Yeah, you're only 37. You got at least another 8 years to play, so I can't wait to watch all of them. What a game. Came all the way down to the end. As a lot of these games have, how do you guys constantly find ways to come back and win?
Just staying poised, Special teams came through big for us at the right moment. We talked about it all week. Special teams need to give us a game-changing play, and they did at the right moment.
Absolutely, and you guys were so efficient today, running the ball effective, really since the bye week. You guys came out, and all your stats now are top of the league in terms of how you guys are running the ball. How did you guys find today in your ability to dominate the line of scrimmage and maintain all those incredible stats you guys have put up the last 6 weeks?
Just everybody being on their details. We knew we was close. It wasn't what we wanted to be early on in the season, but like you said, after the bye, everybody started clicking. O-line, perimeter blocking. They turned 8-yard games into explosive. So I feel like we did a good job today against a great opponent over there, sticking with it. Yeah, you have such a distinct running style. Today, you were just hitting that thing so downhill as hard as you can, running with so much authority. You guys are winning so many of these games. Obviously, there's a lot to improve on. What are the areas that you guys still want to get better as you're kind of marching toward the playoffs? I feel like personally we've been in too many close games. When defense playing like that, we got to go ahead and capitalize off turnovers and go ahead and dominate for 4 quarters.
Yeah, that's where you got to get to. But listen, enjoy it today. Enjoy the flight home. Congratulations, great win. Keep it up, man. You're doing great. First of all, you guys are down 21-0 at halftime. Nothing seemed to be going right, offense or defensively. What was said to get you guys to come out here in the second half and perform the way you did?
Yeah, man, just preaching to the guys, execution. We kind of knew that one word right there can change a lot for us. We shot ourselves in the foot early, but as long as we was able to execute when it mattered the most, is when we, come through.
Yeah, and Dak obviously has so much, and we talked to him this week about his confidence in you, and I said, hey, if it's one-on-one situation, and you got George on one side, and you got CD on the other, who are you throwing the ball to? He said, Tommy, depends what kind of route. And he said, if it's a slant, I'm throwing to GP, and that was the one that set up the game winner. Tell me about that play.
Literally, like you said, we ran a little concept called slant, and we really didn't expect the coverage. They've been playing 2 all night, and they played man right there, and guy fell. I tried to get in the box and try to end the game, but shout out to Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah, leave it to Brandon Aubrey to do it. So just tell me, another great win for you guys. Where does this win put you guys and this team in the chase these last 2 months of the season? It's exactly where you want to be. Tell me about that.
It's literally like you said, it's exactly where we want to be. Probably me personally just tell the guys don't get too high, too low, just keep executing, because that's probably going to be the most thing, that brings us out of a lot of wins.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw after the Monday night game against the Raiders, the emotion in the locker room. Your first home game, being in front of the home crowd, honoring Marshawn Nealon, your teammate. How did those emotions affect today's game for you guys?
Really a lot. When Marshawn passed away, it really brought everybody on the team closer to brotherhood. This is a game that we play all the time, and, it's real life still happening. So that component and aspect of life kind of sunk into the team, and now, like I said, we've been executing on another level.
Yeah, sure is. Congratulations on the resilience you guys showed today. And you in particular, enjoy that trophy. We'll see you soon.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you.
Another awesome day by you. Your defense, the D-line, how special, and I know you played on this day in Dallas a few times, but how special to play on Thanksgiving Day and to contribute the way that you did today to your team's win?
It's extremely special. You just wake up in the morning feeling thankful. I'm just a lucky person because I got my kids at home. I got the kids for the holidays, and I'm going to sprint home to the kids, and I just miss them so much. I can't wait to hug them and, the dad realize their sacrifices. You know how hard it is, Tom. Yeah. So I'm just thankful to be here. I'm thankful to be in this game, and I'm thankful to be representing the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, and you're doing such a great job of all those things, including being a great dad. How about you and your play style? You've been able to impact the game, run game, pass game. We showed a lot of that today. You never have the ball in your hands, but you have so much control of the game. How do you explain that?
Just the mentality, Tom. Just like every time I come into the game, understanding how they're going to attack me. Going into year 5, this was the year I felt like I was going to make my big jump. I was going to be the best defensive player in the league, and I feel like I'm doing that. I'm hitting on all facets in the run game, the pass game, understanding situations, D&Ds, just the full game, man. As a player, you're just young, growing, and you're very talented, but you're still trying to find a way to put it all together, and I feel like this is the year for me.
Yeah, you've certainly done that. Thanks so much. One last question. What's your definition of a turducken?
Something that's, they try to set me up right there. I was about to say something crazy.
Don't you worry, baby.
Hey, just something.
Just enjoy eating it.
Yeah, just a big turkey leg that's juicy and delicious.
Yeah, you got that today. Enjoy it, bud. Enjoy it today like you did enjoy it tonight when you get home. You guys started off the game a little bit off early, but tell me kind of the strength and resilience to overcome the rest of the game, you and Matt, and that connection you guys have.
100%. There's nobody I feel like I trust on the football field more than number 9. And I owed him one after letting that one fall to the ground. I said he definitely won't touch the turf again. So it's fun to be out there on the same page as him, and especially in a full game, playing offense and defense, everybody coming together at the right time. It was fun to be out here today.
Yeah, you got a quick turnaround coming up to Seattle on Thursday night, and the possible loss of Devontae with his hamstring. How tough of a task is that for this team going to be?
I think it's a mentality that we come in. It's fun that Devontae came in and has preached to us. It's about the process. We're going to come in tomorrow. Everybody's trying to recover as fast as they can, and it's going to be a next man up. We're excited for the young guys that have been getting out here and playing, and it was great to see Tutu back out here making a big-time catch where we needed it, and we'll need him on Thursday as well.
For sure. My last question for you is, do you think that any ball that comes your way is uncatchable?
Never. If it's coming to number 12, I'm going to find a way to come down with it.
It looks like it to me, my man. You always do. Congratulations. You're amazing, man. Keep it up. Man, I got to start with that last throw. Yep. What is going through your mind when that ball is kind of at the top of its arc and you're seeing DJ running free on the corner?
Yeah, it's something we practice all week. It's something we hit in practice. And it's something like you just said. This past week or whatever it was, I saw it as, you go out there and you practice these things, and you practice with a certain competitiveness to you, and a certain tenaciousness at practice, and you come out and, you let that ball go, it's good.
Yeah, what was going through your mind when you saw the onside kick? You guys had a great drive to get down there to make it a 7-point game.
Yep.
Tell me about that onside kick and your view of it.
Yeah, I saw, Cairo and the special teams, they practice it every single day right after practice. And so my expectation was for us to go get it. We did. And from there, it was just too much time on the clock.
Under the lights, all the bright lights are shining. You came alive. What's that tell me about you and your team?
Yeah, I've said it multiple times. We're going to fight. We're going to fight until the clock says 0. And from there, we'll give it our best shot.
Awesome, my man. Great job. Awesome. Enjoy it. Enjoy Sunday on the couch watching football. Yeah. We'll see you soon.
We'll do. See you soon, Tom.
You guys played so well in the first half. Gave up a few in the second half, but then it comes down to a 2-point play to win the game. Tell me about the resilience of this defense and what you found out about your teammates today.
Yeah, a lot of guys that just love to fight and love to play for each other. You know, that's great. Anytime you get guys who play for each other and have fun out there on the field, it makes it easy. It makes it easy.
Absolutely. And how did you guys, and we haven't seen this much from the Bills offense. I think they have a phenomenal offense. How did you guys make it so hard on them today? There was just no room for them to breathe.
Yeah, I think our guys up front did a great job of trying to contain him in the pocket, and it's just rushing coverage working together. You know, we were able to do our stuff in the back end. You know, let the boys up front eat, and I don't know how many sacks we had today, but it had to been a few. You know, just rushing coverage working together, just like it's worked all year. You know, we got to keep it going.
Yeah, you certainly do. And last week you were Defensive Player of the Week. Today, career high in tackles, doing so well in the run game, so well in the pass game. Is there anything you can't do, Cooper?
There's some things out there I can't do, I'm sure. We're just having fun, though, you know.
It looks pretty good to me. Yes, you are having fun. You should enjoy that flight home. Congratulations, and keep it going.
LFG, baby.
There you go. Another incredible performance by you. And tell me, you just finishing on a high note for this season, to come to Soldier Field against the Bears, knowing what the rivalry means to you guys. What does it mean to come out here and perform the way you guys did?
Man, it meant everything. Just to be out here with the guys, to do it one more time. Obviously, you know, we can't make the playoffs anymore. We knew that coming in. And just for us to go out here and play for one another, I think that was the biggest thing. That's what Campbell preached all week to us is, you know, what does this game of football mean to you? What's your significance? And I think for us, it's just, you know, the guys beside us, doing it one more time, the sport that we love, a kid's game, and just go out here and play ball.
Yeah, never letting your teammates down. That's exactly how I approached every week. How important it was for you to be out there with your teammates. You were questionable all week. You've been kind of banged up for a few weeks, but you made a commitment to your team that you were going to be out there today. What's that fire that burns inside you to get you back out here and play with your teammates?
Yeah, I think for me, it's, you know, being available. That's the biggest thing for my teammates. I mean, at the end of the day, your availability is your best ability. And for me to be out here with the guys, no matter if we're undefeated or haven't won a game all year, I want to be out there every week for my guys. And, you know, that's the biggest thing for me. I feel like this week, this game, I've had some of the most fun that I've had all year. Just to be out here with the guys, playing the game that we love, like I said earlier, and to get this dub, man, it feels great.
Yeah, you played so great today in so many ways. And just tell me, last question for you. Dan Campbell, just such an incredible leader, and he approaches every game, whether it's a Pop Warner game or the Super Bowl, I feel like he's got the same level of intensity. What kind of leadership does he continue to provide for you and the players?
Yeah, I think Dan's one of the best leaders that I've ever been around in my life, whether it's a coach or not. His ability to rally, you know, men, not even a group of boys or teenagers. These are grown men you're talking to that have families. To rally all of us together, I think he's one of the best at that. And I wouldn't want to be playing for any other coach. I love Dan.
Yeah, you don't have to. Congratulations, Amon-Ra. Have a great offseason. Can't wait to see you back on the field next year.
Appreciate it, Tom. Thank you.
You guys have overcome so much this year. Injuries on defense, injuries on offense. Today, George Kittle. How have you done this? It's just been incredible to watch. Tell me about today.
I think the guys just played with resiliency, man. Everybody knew what we had at stake. Everybody came out and just did their part, so it helped us get the dub.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a little bit of an emotional roller coaster last week, losing to Seattle at home. Yeah. Now you get a chance to go back there and do something about it. Yeah. What's going to be different this time around?
Hopefully we get the dub, obviously. But I think we just got to lock in, man, put more points on the board than we did last week at home. So put more points on the board. The defense played lights out tonight. Hopefully we keep playing that same way, man, and it leads to more dubs.
Yeah, I felt like so many guys made so many contributions. Christian McCaffrey, Juwan Jennings, that receiver room really stepped today, yourself included. Yes, sir. Give me one word to define this team.
If it was one word, I'd say resiliency, man. Resilient. These guys play resilient. We got a lot of injuries throughout the year. Even tonight, like you said, losing Kittle, but guys stepped up. Guys knew they had to make plays, and that's what we was able to do today. Go out and make plays.
Yeah, I agree. That is the word, and that's good for every NFL team. Find that resiliency. You're always going to face adversity. Yep. You did it again today. Congratulations, and good luck next week in Seattle.
LFG, baby, let's go.
Let's go. What a game you played. 116 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Was the reality of tonight's game beyond your own dreams and what you thought you could achieve tonight?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we went all week preparing for this game. We was real detailed in the run game, and, you know, the offensive line did their job and made my job a lot easier.
Absolutely. You played these guys 2 weeks ago, and you had a week in between. What do you think enabled such a dominant performance by you guys in all 3 phases?
Yeah, on that bye week, we really went back and critiqued our stuff. We watched film, and this week we prepared well, and, the score shows for itself.
Absolutely. You guys are going to be at home next week. It's either going to be the Rams or the Bears. We'll know that tomorrow afternoon. Who do you got? Who do you want to play next week here in the NFC Championship game?
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. We just got to go prepare, watch film, and critique what we did wrong tonight, and get ready for whoever we play coming up this weekend.
Well, great to see you perform tonight, my man. I know as a Michigan State guy, we could have used you at Michigan all those years. You had an incredible career, and tonight was a spectacular performance. Congratulations. Enjoy it.
I appreciate you, brother. Go green.
Go blue. In the NFC Championship, what a way to get it done. You were unbelievable today. How do you describe this journey for you and your teammates to get to the Super Bowl after such an incredible season?
That's what it's about. It's about the journey and what we had to come through, ups and downs. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I love this team. The way we fought, ups and downs. I'm just super proud of this team, super proud to be a Seahawk. I want to give all glory to God. Without him, I'm nothing.
Absolutely. It was a full team effort today. Your special teams were great. Defense made some timely stops. How did this team come together in this fashion? It's been such a great team. You're in the Northwest. Not a lot of teams have seen you this year. We covered you twice in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How do you explain this group coming together? You guys seem so connected.
Yeah, I mean, it starts in the offseason, just building a culture from the ground up. And coming into this game, we told each other, whatever we have to do on all phases, defense, offense, special teams, we're going to get the job done, whatever it takes. And that's what you're seeing tonight.
Absolutely. Last question for me, JSN. You are going to the Super Bowl, my man. How does that feel?
Let's go. One more. Can't wait. San Francisco. You can read it. You can read it.
That's right, man. You
Yes,
deserved
sir.
it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
What a way to cap an incredible season you had. Now you get a chance to go get it done on the biggest stage. Well done.
Thank you, Tom. Let's get it.
Every game that I broadcast, I award the LFG Player of the Game to that one player who makes me say, let's go.